Do you remember those days when you could walk out to the garden, pluck something fresh, and it felt like the earth had given you a gift? Imagine if you could plant a crop just once, and then harvest it year after year without having to start over every season. Less digging, less bending, more enjoying your tea while the garden takes care of itself. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Well, today I'm going to show you how to make that dream come true with 20 perennial crops you only plant once, but they'll feed you forever. Hello dear friends, and welcome to the Golden Years Lifestyle Hub. I'm truly grateful you've chosen to spend your time with me today. Here on this channel, we celebrate life, joy, and the beauty of simple living. And today, you're about to discover some wonderful gardening ideas that will make your space feel more beautiful, joyful, and easy to care for. The best part? These ideas are affordable, senior-friendly, and doable for anyone, whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out. And trust me, you'll want to stay with me all the way to the 10th idea because that one is a true gem you won't want to miss. Before we dig in, could you please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and maybe even share it with a friend? It really helps YouTube recommend our community to other senior gardeners in the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and anywhere in the world who might be looking for inspiration, just like you. And of course, it helps our little Golden Years family grow stronger. So grab your favorite drink, settle into a comfy chair, and let's talk about these amazing plants that will keep on giving year after year. Now before we get into the list, let's quickly talk about what makes these crops so special. You see, most of the vegetables we're used to, like tomatoes, peppers, and lettuce, are what we call annuals. That means they grow, give us their harvest, and then they're gone. If you want them again, you've got to start all over next year. And let's be honest, that can feel like a lot of work. But perennials? They're different. Perennials are the old faithful friends of the garden. You plant them once, and they keep coming back, year after year, without asking you to do all that replanting. Some of them live for decades, quietly giving, quietly growing, with very little fuss. So let's get into it. I've grouped these 20 perennials into 4 categories: leafy greens, root crops, fruits, and herbs. Each one has its own special charm. And remember, stick with me until the 10th plant because it's one of the easiest and most surprising crops for seniors to grow. Ready? Let's dig in. Category A, leafy greens that keep giving. 1. Asparagus. Let's start with a true garden treasure, asparagus. Once you plant asparagus, it can keep producing for 20 years or more. Can you imagine that? It's like planting a little retirement gift in your backyard. The first year or two you'll want to be patient and let the plants grow strong, but after that, each spring they'll push up those tender green spears. And here's the best part, you don't have to fuss over it. Plant it, mulch it, and it'll keep rewarding you every spring. 2. Perennial kale. Next up is kale, yes, that super green vegetable you see in every health magazine. But here's the secret, there are perennial varieties that keep coming back year after year. They're hardy, resilient, and they don't mind a little neglect. Just snip the leaves as you need them, toss them in a soup or salad, and the plant will happily grow more. It's like having a leafy green machine in your garden. 3. Malabar spinach. Now, here's one many people don't know about Malabar spinach. Unlike regular spinach that fades when the weather gets hot, Malabar spinach loves the heat. It's not a true spinach, but the leaves are tender, tasty, and packed with nutrition. Once you've planted it, it climbs and grows like a dream. Perfect for warmer regions, and perfect for those who like plants that practically grow themselves. 4. Sorrel. Here's a plant that might take you back in time, sorrel. It's a leafy green with a tangy, lemony flavor. My grandmother used to add it to soups, and oh what a bright, refreshing taste it brings. Sorrel is one of the very first greens to pop up each spring, often before you've even thought about planting anything else. That means you'll have fresh greens early in the season, with almost no work at all. 5. Chaya. And finally in our leafy greens section, we've got chaya, also called tree spinach. It's incredibly hardy and grows into a bushy plant that can give you more leaves than you'll know what to do with. It's packed with nutrition, some even call it a superfood, and once it's established, it just keeps going, asking for very little in return. Alright, now that we've got our leafy greens covered, let's dig a little deeper, literally. Next up are root crops that you plant once and harvest forever. Category B, root crops and edibles. 6. Jerusalem artichokes. First up in the root family, let's talk about Jerusalem artichokes, sometimes called sunchokes. Now, these are not artichokes at all, but they're a root vegetable that grows like crazy. You plant them once, and they'll multiply underground, giving you crunchy, nutty-tasting tubers year after year. Just dig some up when you need them, and leave the rest to keep on growing. It's like having a hidden treasure chest beneath the soil. 7. Rhubarb. Ah, rhubarb. Just the name brings back memories of pies cooling on the windowsill. Rhubarb is one of those classic perennials that can live for decades if it's happy. Plant it once, and those bold red stalks will return every spring. It's tart, tangy, and perfect for desserts. Or if you're adventurous, even savory dishes. Just remember, never eat the leaves, only the stalks. 8. Horseradish. Next, we've got horseradish. If you love a spicy kick, this root will be your best friend. Plant it once, and it'll spread generously, giving you a steady supply. You can dig up a little whenever you want that fiery flavor for sauces or roasts. Just be warned, it's enthusiastic about growing, so give it a spot where it can spread happily without taking over the whole yard. 9. Garlic chives. Here's a gem: garlic chives. Unlike regular garlic you have to plant each year, garlic chives are perennial. They grow beautiful green stalks that taste like a mild mix of garlic and onion. You can snip them anytime for salads, stir-fries, or soups. Plus, they flower beautifully, which means you get both food and a little decoration in the garden. 10. Multiplier onions, special highlight. And now, my friends, here's that 10th idea I promised you wouldn't want to miss: multiplier onions. These little beauties are like magic. Instead of planting onions every season, you plant them once, and they just keep dividing underground, producing more and more bulbs each year. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. You harvest some, leave a few behind, and they'll grow right back. Easy, delicious, and absolutely perfect for seniors who want a fuss-free crop. Honestly, once you try them, you'll wonder why more people don't grow them. Alright, we've covered leafy greens and roots, now let's sweeten things up. Our next category is fruits, and trust me, these are the ones that will not only fill your basket but also your heart with joy. Category C. Fruits for every garden. 11. Strawberries. Let's start with everyone's favorite: strawberries. Once you plant a bed of strawberries, they'll come back year after year, spreading runners and giving you sweet, juicy berries every summer. They don't ask for much, just a sunny spot and a little mulch. And nothing compares to the joy of popping a warm strawberry straight from the garden into your mouth. Pure happiness. 12. Blueberries. Next, we've got blueberries. Not only do these bushes give you delicious berries, they also add beauty to your garden with their blossoms and fiery autumn leaves. They're easy to grow in pots or in the ground. If you keep the soil a little on the acidic side, they'll reward you with bowl after bowl of berries. And let's be honest, blueberries are good for the heart, the brain, and the taste buds. 13. Raspberries. Ah, raspberries. These little gems will spread happily once you plant them, giving you more berries than you might even know what to do with. They're easy to pick, sweet and tangy, and perfect for jams or just snacking while you're in the garden. They do like a bit of space to spread, so give them their own corner and they'll take care of the rest. 14. Grapes. Now, if you've ever dreamed of having your own little vineyard, grapes are a wonderful choice. Once the vines are established, they can live for decades. You'll get beautiful clusters of grapes, perfect for eating fresh, making juice, or even a little homemade jelly. And the vines themselves can provide shade and charm, turning your garden into something straight out of a storybook. 15. Figs. And finally, for this fruit section, figs. These ancient fruits are tough, forgiving, and sweet as can be. You can grow them in pots or in the ground, and once they're established, they'll reward you with plump, delicious figs year after year. Even if you live in a cooler climate, figs can thrive in containers you bring indoors for the winter. They're a taste of the Mediterranean right in your backyard. Which of these fruits brings back memories for you? Maybe strawberry jam from childhood or grapes from a family garden. I'd love to hear your stories, so please share them in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video because it really helps more seniors around the world discover our Golden Years gardening community. Alright, We've covered greens, roots, and fruits, but no garden is complete without herbs. And the best part? These herbs not only add flavor to your meals, but they come back year after year with hardly any effort at all. Category D, herbs and flavors that keep coming. 16. Mint. Let's begin with mint. Now, mint is one of those plants that seems almost too generous. Plant it once, and it'll spread happily wherever it finds room. That's why many gardeners grow it in pots to keep it in check. But oh, the joy of fresh mint leaves in your tea or sprinkled over fruit. It's refreshing, uplifting, and always ready when you need it. 17. Rosemary. Next, we have rosemary. This fragrant herb is evergreen, which means it looks lovely all year round. Once established, it can live for years, sometimes even decades. It's wonderful in roast, soups, and breads, and just brushing against it in the garden releases that amazing scent. Honestly, rosemary is like having an herb that doubles as a little piece of aromatherapy. 18. Thyme. Now, thyme may be tiny, but don't let its size fool you. This hardy little herb spreads beautifully, fills in garden spaces, and comes back year after year. You can use it in almost any dish, from soups to stews, and it doesn't ask for much, just a bit of sun and a little love. It's the kind of plant that quietly gives and gives. 19. Oregano. Of course, we can't forget oregano. If you love Italian food, this one's a must. Oregano is tough, forgiving, and flavorful. Once it settles in, you'll never need to buy dried oregano again. And the flavor of fresh oregano? Oh, it makes every dish taste like it came straight from Grandma's kitchen. 20. Chives. And last but definitely not least, chives. These delicate onion-flavored greens pop up year after year, with cheerful purple blossoms in the spring. You can snip the leaves for salads, eggs, or soups, and the flowers are edible too. Chives are one of the easiest herbs to grow, and they'll bring both flavor and beauty to your garden with almost no effort at all. Now, tell me honestly, can you picture your kitchen without at least one of these herbs? I know I can't. Go ahead and hit that like button if you're already imagining fresh mint tea or a sprinkle of chives on your breakfast eggs. It's easier than weeding, and it helps our Golden Years community grow. All right, friends, we've covered leafy greens, roots, fruits, and herbs. That's 20 wonderful perennials you plant once and enjoy for years. But before we wrap up, I've got a few bonus tips to make gardening even easier, especially for seniors. Before we wrap up, I want to share a few little secrets to make perennial gardening even easier and more joyful. First, use mulch. A nice blanket of mulch keeps weeds down, saves water, and means less bending for you. Second, think about raised beds or large pots. They bring the garden up closer to you so you don't have to strain your back or knees. Third, start small. Even just one or two of these perennials will make you smile every season. You don't need to plant them all at once. Gardening is about enjoying the journey, not rushing it. And lastly, don't stress about perfection. If a plant doesn't do well the first year, try again. Plants and gardeners both grow best with a little patience. My friends, if you enjoyed this journey, would you kindly give this video a thumbs up? It tells YouTube that this is content worth sharing with senior gardeners in the US, UK, Canada, Australia, or anywhere in the world. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the Golden Years Lifestyle Hub. That way you won't miss future videos filled with tips to make your golden years brighter, easier, and full of life. And I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these perennials do you already grow or which one are you most excited to try. Your stories and memories inspire this whole community. Remember, gardening is not about being perfect, it's about finding joy, peace, and a little magic in the soil. You are capable, you are appreciated, and every seed or root you plant is a gift to your future self. So until next time, keep growing, keep smiling, and know that you're part of a family here at the Golden Years Lifestyle Hub. Take care, dear friends, and happy gardening.